guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you guys can see, I've done a very dark and crazy makeup look today, and that is because I'm doing a Game of Thrones inspired makeup look. I was inspired by this picture of the Night King, and so I wanted to do a dark makeup look with a pop of blue for his eyes. So yeah, that's what I did, and if you want to see how to get this makeup look, then keep on watching. So I'm first going to start out by taping the corners of my eyes because I want to make sure that I get a super precise line, especially since we're going to do black eyeshadow. So next I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes, and I'm using the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer just to make sure that my eyeshadow stays on perfectly and to give it a smooth base to go on top of. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and get into the eyeshadow. Black eyeshadow is extremely difficult to work with, so I'm going to go ahead and start with a base shade and a transition shade that are going to make it easier to blend the black eyeshadow. And then I'm also going to start light with the black eyeshadow and build it up just to make it a lot easier to work with. For the look today, I'm going in with the Smashbox Cover Shot Smoky Eye Palette, and I am taking this light shade right here and using that as my base shade. Okay, and next I'm going in with this light brown shade, and I'm going to use that as my transition shade, so I'm going to blend that into my crease and a little bit above. Okay, so now I'm going to start getting into the darker shadows. So I'm going to start with this really dark gray shade right here, and I'm going to start blending that on the outer corner and in my crease. And again, I'm going to start light and build it up. So you can see that I made that about halfway into my eye, and then I also winged it out a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that on the other side. And I'm just going in with like tapping motions instead of like blending it. That way I can get this shadow exactly where I want it to go. Okay, so then I'm just going to take a smaller crease brush and this gray shade right here that I used before and just place that in my entire crease, but a little bit more precisely. Okay, so then I'm going to take a crease brush again and dip into this lightest shade that we used as our base shade, and I'm just going to use that to blend out the edges of the shadow. So next I'm going to take a crease brush and go in with my concealer. I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer, and this is the shade Fair Neutral. And I'm just going to take that on a concealer brush and use that to create a little bit of a half cut crease. Okay, and what I did was I kind of took the top of the cut crease a little bit farther so that it kind of made a diagonal line. And then I'm going to go in with my Smashbox LA Cover Shot palette, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is just a lighter gray shade. This one is called Hang, and I'm just going to go ahead and use my finger to pack that on top of the concealer that I just placed. So then I'm just going to blend the edges and deepen that up with the gray shade that I used before from the Smashbox Smoky Eye Palette. Okay, so then I'm just going to take this black shimmery shade right here, and I'm going to deepen up the outer corner with that. And of course I'm doing the eyeshadow before I do the face makeup because doing such a dark eye look can really have a lot of fallout, so I don't want that to end up on my foundation and all of my face makeup. And I'm going back in with the lightest shade and just blending out the edges again. So next I'm just going in with a small little pencil brush, and I'm taking the black shade again, and I'm just going to pretty much line my upper lash line and also kind of wing out the shadow. So now I'm just going to go ahead and do my face makeup, and I will be back to finish off the eyes. Okay, so now that we are done with the face makeup, it's time to go in and finish off the rest of the eyes. And what I'm going to do for the eyes is actually add a pop of blue underneath to kind of represent the White Walker's blue eyes. So for that, I'm going in with my Smashbox LA Cover Shop palette, and I'm taking the bright blue shade right here. And I'm just going to go in with the same pencil brush from before actually, and get the blue on there, and then line my lower lash line. And now, of course, I'm going to blend that out. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this light white shade from the LA Cover Shop palette, and I'm just going to place that on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go right over the blue. And then I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my highlight and highlight the inner corners of my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and take my Smashbox Always On Gel Liner in the shade Fishnet, and I'm just going to line my tight line. And then I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline using the Smashbox Always Sharp Waterproof Kohl Liner in the shade French Navy, which is just a dark blue. And then I'm just going to finish up the eyes with some mascara, and I'm using my Smashbox Superfan Fanned Out Mascara. Okay, so for lips, obviously you could go in with a nude lipstick and make this a lot more wearable, but I want to try this with a dark lipstick as well, and we're just going to see how this goes. I'm not entirely positive how it's going to look, and if I don't like it, I'll take it off and put on a nude lipstick, but I am going to start off with the Always Sharp Lip Liner in the shade Punked, which is a gray lip liner. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade Chill Zone. Okay, so this lipstick is definitely a little bit dark for me, like really actually very dark for me, but it matches the eyeshadow perfectly, and I think it goes well with the Game of Thrones theme. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it on. So yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, all of the products that I used in today's video are available at the Wildcat Shop at Central Washington University, so be sure to come in and check those out. We have a lot of amazing makeup from Smashbox, and we have testers out so you can try any of the makeup that you've seen today. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video.